youngest dolphin here at the top deck to the oldest, she always knows how to create quite the stir. And our second female dolphin is on what we like to call our retirement plan. She likes to do whatever she wants, whenever she wants. And swimming around the pool for all of you today, our little hurricane, Hollywood. And last but certainly not least, the only male dolphin on our cruise. That's right, gentlemen. As you can tell, he's the dolphin with the permanent smile on his face. Because, as you can see, he has two lovely ladies to choose from all the time. The director of our breeding program, coming up in the center of our pool, my man, Jimmy, JJ. And that's our top deck crew. So now that I've introduced my entire crew, I would like to tell you a little bit more about our dolphin crew members. That means I'm going to ask a little bit of help from all of you guys out there. Now it's nice, beautiful day, it's sunny, you guys should all be awake. So I hope you guys can shout back a couple answers to me as loud as you can, because it's a little hard to hear with all these birds chirping around up here. So, you know the answer, just shout something back as loud as you can. Are dolphins fish or are they mammals? Mammals, that's exactly right. Oh, you guys are smarter than Rachel over here. She said they were fish. They are mammals. Highly intelligent marine mammals. So intelligent, we should be able to ask them, hey, Samantha, are you a fish? She knows she's not a fish. Let's try Jay over here. Boys are always smart. Jay, are you a fish? You're not making me look good. Alright, well, we'll explain it to him just so he understands. All mammals have 5 characteristics in common. Just like yourself, dolphins must breathe air. And I'm sure you know you guys get the oxygen from your nose, from through your mouth, out of the air. But actually, dolphins only have one hole that air goes in and out of. And that's located on the top of their head. Do you guys have any idea what that hole's called? Blowhole, that's exactly right. It is their blowhole. And that blowhole happens to be the only area where they make all their noises. Since the air comes from their lungs, out their nose, on the top of their head, they do not make the noises out of their mouth. They actually make them with the top of their head in that blowhole, and those noises sound a little something like this. Very nice, Samantha. Our second characteristic that classifies us as mammals is going to be our warm-blooded body temperature. Just like us, dolphins do not need the help of their outside environment to indicate their temperature inside. They created themselves, and they are just a few degrees off than we are. So, a third characteristic that we have is going to be the way that they give birth. Do you guys lay eggs? You lay eggs? Awesome. I would love to see that. All right. Well, everybody else here is a mammal, and they do not lay eggs. Actually, they give live birth, and dolphins therefore carry their live young until they're ready to be born, and they have a gestation period which is longer than our own. They actually carry those young and are pregnant for up to 12 entire months. That's one whole year. Now, when they're ready to give birth, they will actually give birth a little differently since they are under water. They will give birth tail first. This way, when the baby comes out completely, they can push it to the surface so it can get its first breath of air, and it does not drown. Now, after they give birth, they actually nurse these live young, just like we do from mammary glands. And if you're wondering how a dolphin drinks milk in the water without drinking the water, they actually have a specialized tongue. When they're born, dolphin calves have a couple finger-like structures on the ends of their tongue. They use these to zip their tongue together when they roll it up. It makes their very own straw, and they can drink that milk underneath the water without getting the salt water in with their milk. The fifth and final characteristic that we all have to have is located on the top of your head. Do you guys know what that might be? Hair. That's exactly right. All mammals have to have hair at one point in time to be classified as a mammal. Do you guys see any hairy dolphins in our pool today? I think they're a little confused back there in the back. Mary's not a dolphin and she's not really in the pool. But these dolphins down here do not have any hair. They are full-grown adult dolphins, and they only have hair after they're born. When the calves are born, they actually have a small row of whiskers on their top jaw, and that's going to indicate that they are mammals, but those hair follicles fall out right after birth, and they will no longer have hair. You guys might see us feeding our dolphins something from the edge of this boat here. What do you think we're feeding them? Not footballs. They do not eat footballs, believe it or not. They're just throwing that back and forth. They do eat fish. We have two types of fish here at the Miami Seaquarium, and the first fish is going to be a very small fish. Rachel's going to demonstrate that here. A small fish. Watch out for the birds. Rachel, the bird's bigger than you are. These small fish give these dolphins all the fresh water they need to survive. Like I said earlier, they cannot drink the water that's in their environment because it would make them sick. It would dehydrate their system. Salt water would dehydrate your system as well, so please do not try to drink the water that's in the ocean. All the fresh water they need to survive is found in those very tiny fish. The larger fish that you see us feeding is called a herring. This fish has a higher caloric value. That means it's going to give them more natural protein, energy, fats, nutrients, all that sort of stuff. And we like to call this the meat and potatoes of their diet. Because how are we supposed to do a show if people are supposed to pay attention to me if you're playing around all the time? Lost your fish. Sure you do. Alright, that fish happens to be one of their favorites, as you can tell. Another difference between dolphins and fish is the way that they move their tails. Have you guys ever seen a shark swim through the water? Which way does the shark move its tail? Side to side, that's exactly right. So if you see a fin coming at you in the water like this, swim a little faster. Very nice. If a dolphin's moving its tail, it's moving its tail up and down, moves in a very nice motion like that. Very nicely done, Jenna. It's pretty. That up and down tail motion can help them cover great distances and reach great heights. And they can reach speeds of up to 25 miles an hour. So if you guys are still awake with me out there, we would like to show all of you how we walk this way.